how I got to where I am now with the We Are All the Same Inside workshop was kind of an interesting journey. I moved to New York as a graduate student at 20, and I was going through some intrapersonal changes there, and one of them being my artwork was very self-centered and self-involved, and I recreated this Timmy doll that was pretty much a parody of myself. The doll consisted of kind of this whimsical, kind of light-hearted character with go-go boots and a kind of a tight blue spandex bathing suit, and I was just getting a lot of myself out there, no pun intended, and I kind of was selling myself, and ironically I titled it Timmy for Sale. And there were greeting cards, blow-up dolls, t-shirts, towels, shower curtains, even a catalog and a website. This is one of the Timmy t-shirts. This is actually one of my favorites. It says, people play, learn, and do things in different ways, but people also share many of the same ideas and feelings. And Joan Crawford is in a wheelchair and she's going up a ramp, and the Timmy character is walking up the stairs, but we're both thinking about Clark Gable. The coming out greeting card. I know how you must feel, Mom. Could you please help me explain it to Dad? This is a prototype of the Timmy doll. It's seen better days, but at the time, I sort of resembled this, and this is about 10 years ago. So this is the Timmy paper doll. These were eventually blown up to like 8 feet tall in a gallery of like the Valley of the Timmy paper dolls, and people coming into the actual exhibition got to play with me or play with the paper doll, and they actually were to dress me up in different paper doll clothing that were like kind of velcroed to the wall and scattered all over the gallery. And one of the things I did was a wedding. I actually had a full-scale wedding with a honeymoon in a hotel or a motel. And there actually was a marriage ceremony. It was a short film I worked on. And this was a t-shirt from the Timmy paper doll, the paper doll Timmy wedding, which was at the L.C. Bates Museum, and it was in 1997. It was probably the first gay marriage of a paper doll there ever was. I was registered at Walmart. The Timmy paper doll was registered at Walmart. I actually got gifts. It was really cool. And all these teachers are in black and white, and the object, the way I would actually hand paint them if I were to place them in the boutique, but you also could, as a person purchasing them, coloring them in yourself with markers. But and they were in stores like, Little Ricky's and Ricky's and silly boutiques in the Lower East Side and the East Village, when silly people could have boutiques in the Lower East Side and the East Village. Then I pretty much wanted to take the Timmy doll and the Timmy greeting card items to a higher plateau, and I wanted to kind of look or take it outside of the New York LA scene, and I wanted to go into Middle America. So no one from the Midwest wanted Timmy for Sale. They didn't understand it. They couldn't understand a coming out greeting card or happy birthday to my dearest and hairiest friends, or any type of dark, sick humor, twisted humor that I was doing with this line. I was not happy with the results of that period of my life. And then I was an avid sunbather, and very vain, I might add, and I was diagnosed with melanoma in 1998. And I was 26 at the time, and it was quite a shock. Because when you're in your 20s, you think you can rule the world, and something like going to Sloan Kettering every 3 months was something I wasn't expecting at 26. I didn't realize that skin is an organ, and it's the largest organ in our bodies, and by kind of looking back and kind of reassessing my life and reprioritizing of what I'm doing, I realized I'm a man making dolls, and I have a problem with my skin because of sunbathing. My doll, I want it to transcend culture and people to adore it because I made it, but it's not going to be adored by being this kind of wispy, whimsical fruitcake of a character. So I kind of realized, oh, what I'm really trying to say is that we're all the same inside. So I have to create a doll or a puppet or a creature that is not about me, but it's about everybody, and that our skin is what we're judged by, whether it's old, whether it's young, whether it's fresh, whether it's pulled or tucked, or whether it's dark or light, or we're judged by it. And unfortunately, that in kind of closes certain things off for certain people. And I realized that, so I created the Sage doll. And the book primarily is about an alien named Sage who comes to Earth, that wants to make friends, has a mission, and he wants to show that on his planet everyone gets along because they're all the same inside. And he's an insider, but yet when he comes to Earth, he's an outsider. And I can relate to being an outsider, as many of us can in this world. These are some of the pieces that I've made. The child would actually decorate this blue part and create the inside. And this is actually an example of one of my favorite Sage dolls that was done by a young boy who's now actually probably, I think, 8 or 9 now. The point of the doll is that the child, again, is to look back in terms of do research, find a child from another country, write about that, learn about that, and then create that character, that person that they found through their research, and and then show the class and learn themselves that we're all the same inside. And this is the inside that that child created. I want to combat prejudice in a positive way and show children literally that we're all the same inside, and you need to get over your external differences and kind of let go of the superficiality that our lifestyle tends to bring about. Finally, peace had come, perhaps not to all, but to some, and those who knew Sage finally realized it's okay to be different on the outside because we're all the same inside.